Welcome everybody to Meacham Lake Campground. This is a Department of Environmental Conservation campground of the state of New York. Probably one of the prettiest ones I've ever stayed at. This one is outstanding, without a doubt. So I'm looking forward to this one. Let's make our way down to our campsite. Thanks for coming. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I've seen beautiful sites in DEC campgrounds before. I've never been taken aback quite the way I am today. This site is absolutely perfect. Look at these beautiful trees. Perfect for a string line. Flat, beautiful pine-covered ground. This is site number 94. We're at Meacham Lake DEC Campground. This is the farthest north that you can go and stay at a DEC campground. We're about, 30-40 miles north of Lake Placid, near Lake Saranac. You know, my favorite places to be. This is as far north as I've ever camped. I've driven up to Canada, but I've never camped this far north before. This is Sasquatch land, is what this is. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, well, we're going to start the usual unpacking ritual and the obligatory setup time lapse. So, let's get into it. It's our new tent system. That's what we need to get started setting up. Oh, decisions, huh? I guess I'll put this kitchen tent right over the picnic table because it's in a good spot. Wind is blowing this way off the lake, so it shouldn't blow any ashes onto the tents. And then I'll probably put my camping tent up here. Yeah, that should work out just fine. That's the most of the setup is done. I just have to tie down the bottom, stake it down, tighten up the straps that I loosened. They need to be tightened up now. Otherwise we are secure. Got to put a couple of guy lines in, get it into its proper position, and stake it down. I'll be back when I'm all done. We'll start setting up the interior. Thank you everybody for joining me today here at Meacham Lake, way up in North Country, about as far north as you can go and be in a civilized campground. And it is 100% remarkable here, guys. I think this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen outside of the St. Regis, and we're kind of in the St. Regis area, so it all makes sense. Alright, at the moment it is 10 minutes to 1 o'clock on day one. We're at Meacham Lake in the northern Adirondacks, way up in North Country. There's a bit of a wind out there today, so I had to pin everything down really tight. And we're not completely set up, but I wanted to give you the update. The tent is finished and the pop-ups are all secured down. I didn't spare the extra lines. I've got two on each corner up front. This is the windward side, so I put the extra heavy duty ones on there. And I brought the two pop-ups together, secured them together with this cam buckle. That's not a cam buckle, that's a cabinier. And continued to secure all the way to the back. We're all pinned down on the bottom. All the wrinkles are starting to come out. Okay, so next, interior. We got to set up our bed. I'm going to put the kitchen table in here again because it really made sense last time I did it. So it should work out even better with this tent versus Big Blue because these have straight walls, vertical walls, so it will work out much better. Okay, I'm going to start getting this ready and I'll be back and I'll show you how it all comes out. Thanks everybody for stopping by and spending some time with me today down at the lake at another beautiful New York State Department of Environmental Conservation campground. We're going to do a site tour here. There are a couple other campgrounds in the area that I could visit. I'm going to be here for 3 nights. But this is a pretty large campground. 170-ish, I believe. Something along those lines. It'll be a busy day tomorrow. Might even get started on it today. Okay, it's just past 3:30 on day 1. The tent's all set up. Let's go have a look. We haven't set up the outside kitchen yet. Had a quick sandwich for lunch. And welcome to the tent. Alright, pop on some light. You can see better. See, I've got my bed and my wool blankets ready to go to bed, my PJs. A nice chair in the corner for getting dressed, relaxing at night. Now this is a kitchen table. This is meant to be put outside and used to cook on, but I really don't need it, and I need the organization inside this tent, so it was the second time I've done this, so it worked out well the last time. Basically, I keep all my toiletries down there, towels, camera equipment, shoes, empty bags mostly, and of course my luggage. All the empty bags from the setup of a camp are both stored there and underneath my cot. You can see some of them over there. We got the table set up. Super lightweight. It's a little fragile, you got to be careful with it, but it's a good lightweight table. In about 2 years we've had that. And we've got the emergency radio set up right here. And we're ready to go. That's the interior of the tent. So next we're going to be setting up the kitchen area and the fire area, which is pretty much there. This is a nice fire pit. We've got the grill, stainless. It worked really good last time. And I got some hardwood charcoal, and I bought some local wood and kindling. I brought some fat wood. And for the evening fire, I started using these. It makes some sense, especially if your wood is wet, and this really helps them burn. It stretches out the firewood. Alright, there's the kitchen box with everything we need for eating. We got some cheese danishes, some oranges, some biscuits, some oatmeal, side dishes for dinner. All the food is in the cooler. We got some goodies in there. Oh, I put up a tarp on this side, so a bit of the windward side. And it also gives me some privacy, but his neighbor is over there, so it gives both of us a little privacy. Alright. This is the new crown shades pop-up. It turns out that this one is a little bit taller than mine that I already had. You know, give you the wide shot. You see how that peaks. It's more like a split level, which looks kind of cool. It's okay. Basically I tied these together, pinned them down to the ground, and staked it out multiple directions, so it's not really going anywhere. I can bolster this if the wind picks up. I have more rigging to tighten this up a little bit if I have to. Okay, well, that's our update. at 3:30ish. It's now 3:37. We're gonna set up the kitchen table, get that all set up. We'll get the kitchen table set up, and then we can relax. Maybe take a walk. Hey, welcome to Site 94. Okay, we've made some progress. I tensioned up this tarp so it's not flapping in the wind anymore. I really kind of nailed it down. I put on an extra cord. I set up my coffee station. Actually, put on some light. And we got the coffee station. The kitchen bag with some goodies, cooking utensils, plates, knives, forks, that kind of stuff. And our wash station is right here. Just about to start a charcoal fire to cook on. That is next. Okay, it is 6:33 on day one. I've just started my first charcoal fire for the trip, and we have decided on baby back ribs for dinner, and I've got a nice piece of corn on the cob to go with it. All the wood is lined up and ready to go for the evening. Looks like I'm going to be real comfortable. I just went around and was tightening up each one of these little straps up here, getting them just a little bit tighter. You could futz around with these tents all day long, and they just keep getting better. It's really comfortable inside. So while the charcoals get started, I'm going to put on a cup of coffee and chill out for a while. Just a quick report. I'll get back to you when I start cooking. Don't forget to save the sauce. That's gonna be a good one. Okay, one more flip. Oh, it's so tender. Went a little overboard on that side, but that's no big deal. It's gonna be good. Now we gotta get the rest of this sauce out. Okay, that's ready to eat. Alright, dinner fit for a king. It's 8 o'clock on day one. Just can't stop looking at this view. Pretty much the end of the light in camp. The sky will be lit for another hour or so. It stays lit here very long, 9:15. But in here, it gets dark fast. We've got a fire going. Cleaned up after dinner. I don't think that's going to be it for the day. I'll come back for another log in an hour or so. Maybe we'll get some video footage of inside the cabin tent this evening, if it's new. But otherwise, it's a very, very quiet place. Really nice. One of the nicest I've been in, I'm sure. I keep saying that as I see them, but it's true. They keep getting better. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, comment, like, and share. Do all that good stuff. It really helps the channel to grow, get seen by more people. I'll see you in a little while. I'm getting lost, dazing into the fire. Hi everybody, it's about a minute before 10 o'clock. Quiet time starts, so I'm just going to say good night here from day one at Meacham Lake Campground. I was going to bring you into the cabin, but maybe tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It is 7:15 a.m. on day 2. Starting out a little bit cloudy, but the sun is starting to break through. This is the calmest I've seen the lake since I got here. And we got coffee on. Let's go get it. Today we're going to do the campsite tour here at Meacham Lake. The fire went pretty well last night. Didn't use too much wood. And I was very comfortable in the cabin tent. I haven't tidied up yet. Okay. I'll see you after coffee. It's almost ready. anticipation of that first cup of coffee. I can't wait. I want every drop. Okay, the check-in booth is right there. The main office is right there. The recycle center and the dump station are right there. We'll check those out later as we're on our way to site number 1. Hey, this is site number 1. It's an ADA compliant site. It's one of the little postage stamp ones. Real nice. Water supply right on site. Barbecue pit for cooking, much safer. ADA compliant table and fire pit. Very nice. All right, next section, 74 to 97. This is my section. There's a water spigot right there. Tucked back in a corner. Nice and flat. We find site number 75. Get a good sized trailer back in here. There is a stream running behind this one. Very nice. It's an ADA compliant site. And if you come all the way back here, you could sit by the creek and drink a cold one. Hell, I bet you can keep your beer cold in that creek. It's probably really cool. It reminds me of my childhood. I grew up on a creek just like this. We have a family site right in front of us now. This is site number F81. Now this is meant to hold 2 RVs or 4 tents, I believe it is. Quite a few people. Basically, it's 2 campgrounds. You pay double and you can camp together. And they give you a nice flat surface to pull the RVs in. I guess that's the way you're going to do it. Site number 92. Probably the gold star of the gold star sites. Yeah, I would say so. Quite beautiful. Lovely tree. Look at that tree. Yeah, what a great site. Of course, you got lake access. Definitely get a big old RV in here. Nice and easy. Come around the curve, bring it right in. Site number 93. Now these are all on the lake. They're beautiful. That's Meacham Lake. ADA table and fire pit. And access to the lake. Alright, site number 94. This is my site. So let's give you a quick look. Again, this is going to be one of the Gold Star sites on the lake. Isn't this something? Absolutely beautiful spot. Well, that is site number 94. You get your best look at this one. I'm halfway through my campsite tour. Almost 100 sites. I've got another 100 and change to go, so about halfway through. All right, I'll check in soon. Next section, 106 to 143. 112 is a very pretty site. It's flat, lots of woods. You're up on a bit of a hill. I like it a lot. I think we'll nominate this for a gold star. It's not on the lake, but it is a beautiful, beautiful site. Sites 120 to 126. Site number 123 is under restoration. So no go, no rent, let it recover. Camping sites 129 to 131 this way. 165 is occupied on the lake. Nice, nice tent. Beautiful setup. 165. Site 166 occupied. Another beautiful lakefront. Nice rig. Like the lanterns. Okay, site number 168 is lakefront. Beautiful site indeed. Great view, nice block from the wind. Okay, this is the boat launching area. Make sure you clean your boats. We don't want to spread invasive species around. Our camp is right over there. Again, with the nice groove surface. Safety. Even a place to put in your kayak if you wanted to. There's a hand launch boat area on the other end by the day use area. We'll check that out later. The time is now 3 minutes to 11 on day 2. I just finished up the last campsite on this section of Meacham Lake Campground. There's another section a half a mile down the road from the main entrance over there where they've got remote sites and a few more regular campsites that are more geared towards tent camping versus RVs. So we're going to go check that out later. Okay, time to go back to camp and make some lunch. Remember, guys, if you're going to come up to these beautiful places, if you carry it in, carry it out. That's a public service message. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow. I can help more people with these campground tours. Thanks for watching. We'll be back shortly. Okay, just checking in. It is 12 minutes after 12 noon. I've got a charcoal fire started. We're going to make a couple of burgers on charcoal. I love them like that. So we managed to do 173 sites out of 230 or 240. We have to go over to the west section, West Meacham Lake, I guess they call it, where they have remote sites as well as sites that are more geared towards tent camping. So it'll be rougher. I think I'll be parking in a parking lot and having to walk in. It's not a place that you drive through, I think. We'll find out when we get there, though. After lunch, that's what we're doing. Just a quick check-in. Okay. We're going to enjoy our lunch, and then we'll move on to the next section of the day. We're going to go take a drive in the car. Okay, this is Meacham Lake West. It's about 1.5 miles away from the main campground, and there's some nice remote sites here. Sites that are designed more for tent camping, they tell me. Let's go take a look. Okay, this is site number 175. These are the remote sites at Meacham Lake West. You have to walk in. It's quite nice. Picnic table right on the edge of the water. Real easy access with kayak. Yeah, the main campground's right over there. I'm camping right there. This is site number 175, 176, and 177. Okay, 177 is down this path. Pit privy's right there. Very nice. Protected from the wind, weather. It looks like it gets a little muddy. Someone made a little boardwalk out of bark. Not a bad idea. And yeah, beautiful site. Look at this. Very nice. I could be quite comfortable here. Okay, this is number 179. There's the pit privy and a quick pan of the site. The lake is all on the other side of those trees. 184. It looks like there's actually a platform on 184. That's very nice. And 185 is also a platform site. Outstanding. I like 185. Let's put a gold star on 185 for the platform. Okay, this is site number 186. Straight back there is the platform. I'll see if I can zoom that in for you. It's on the lake. Another beautiful site. 186. 219. It's under site renovation. Site restoration. I say that word so much now. A lot of these sites are under restoration. 221 is also site restoration. You know, a lot of these sites have been used constantly for almost 100 years, some longer. This is site 223, do not enter, site restoration. Okay, so we did 75 to 190 and 200 to 223. The rest of the sites in this area are remote hike-in sites. Let's go see what we can see of that. Okay, this is the access to site 194 and 195. I don't think I'm gonna be walking all of these trails to go check out every one of these remote sites. You watch your step walking this trail at night. All right, this is site number 194. Look at how nice. Platform site. Middle of the woods. Look at this. Nice stoop. All right. Beautiful view of the lake. Really nice camp. This is site number 194. Now, this is very typical of what you're going to see with these remote sites. As a matter of fact, 195 is right down this path. Always nice when there's lots of wood. This is site number 195. It's a platform right there. Pit privy's over there. Site number 195. Right down the coast, if you follow down, there's one site after another. And there's nobody here. So from site 195, I'm going to call this quits and get back to the car. And let's get back to camp, start thinking about dinner and the rest of the evening. So I think this should conclude the site tour. Often don't do this. That's what you get. Everything you need. This sign is for 196, 197, 198, 199. And way on the bottom, if you notice, motorized vehicles prohibited. So you gotta hoof it from here. Even if you're handicapped, this is the best you can do. You can park here. Okay, that concludes the site tour here from Meacham Lake West, as well as the DEC campground, Meacham Lake, where we're camping. This is absolutely stunning place. A lot of the sites on the other side you can drive right to. Very nice. These are all walk-ins. And I mean, from here, any one of these sites wouldn't be a bad walk-in with camping gear. You'd be fine. There are water spigots to be had. And you have pit privies. Don't throw garbage in the pit privies. It's a bad habit. Which lands on park property must obtain a day use ticket, huh? That's where we are, Meacham Lake. This is a hand boat launch. So if you got like a rooftop boat, a kayak, canoe, rowboat. Now, this is what I've seen the whole time I've been here. I guess being a large lake and it's lined up with the prevailing winds, it's whitecaps, chop. Now in the evening and early in the morning, it's pretty calm. But right now I couldn't paddle this. It'd be very difficult. That'd be so beautiful spot though. Oh, let's see, it is 3:47 on day 2. I just completed the site tour and I'm on my way back to camp. And this is the hand boat launch. At the moment, the time is 4:08. 4:08. All right, that gives me about an hour. I might just lie down and take a nap. Let's go get one more look at this crazy lake. It's so windy, but this wind is making this feel beautiful. Once I get inland and start looking at some of the remote sites away from the lake, it's hot, humid, sticky. Down here, it's anything but. It's humid, but it's cool. There's wind. When I came back from the site tour, I was all sweated up, soaking wet. I got back here, I sat down, I was chilly. I had to get changed. So, thank you very much for working your way through the site tour. I know these do get long and tedious, but the information is invaluable, and if it helps you to pick a great site, that's a good thing, right? If you enjoy this, if you found it useful, please give us a thumbs up, comment below, share with your friends, and of course, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. J. Charles. We're out. It is 6:45 on day 2. Dinner's ready to serve. Well, let's get it on the table. Tongs. Okay, we've got some hot Italian sausages with some garlic flavored mashed potatoes. It's a good dinner. It's a camp favorite. Well, the wind finally died down a little bit. Usually as the sun goes down in the west, the wind dies down. It's about 12 minutes after 8 o'clock on day 2. Just had a hearty supper of hot Italian sausages and mashed potatoes. It's delicious. And got the campfire going. Just kind of reminiscing about a long day. I did a lot of walking today. Probably did 4 or 5 hours walking. Covered a lot of territory. So well over 200 sites, including the dispersed sites or the remote sites that I did near the end. There's some beautiful places. This is a wonderful campground. If you want to get away and have a quiet, peaceful vacation for $20 a day, you can't go wrong. We're at Meacham Lake, New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Campground in Duane, New York, Franklin County. Now, I haven't turned on the lights yet, but the camera makes up for it pretty well. So you can see we got the fire roaring. Watch out for the guy lines. Alright, I got this baby going. It's warm. I can feel the heat already. I'm sitting pretty far back because it's throwing off a lot of heat. I've got a lot of wood to burn because I've come to the decision that due to some weather that's rolling in on Thursday, I'm going to pack up camp tomorrow. I'm not going to leave early. I'm going to take my time, pack up nice and neat, and have a nice drive home tomorrow. I will spend some time tomorrow exploring the day use areas here at Meacham Lake, and maybe we'll stop along the drive and see a few sites in the area. So I'm gonna call it a night right now because I'm not gonna do much more than what you're looking at the moment. You know, it's a little after 8 o'clock. I don't see myself staying up too late. I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna let this fire burn for a couple hours and I'm gonna sack out. So I'll touch base with you first thing in the morning. We'll be having coffee together next to the lake. I'm not in a hurry to leave here. I'm going to have breakfast, and then I'm going to take my time breaking down the tents, packing up the truck, and then we'll go down to the day use area, maybe even make lunch, and get on the road in the afternoon. I don't want to be going through New York City at rush hour, so it's better for me to leave at 2 or 3 o'clock. That gets me into the city around 8 or 9 o'clock, especially if I take a break. And it just works out much better that way. You don't want to go through New York City at rush hour. Trust me. Sometimes you make it, no problem. Other times you sit there for hours. So it's better just to wait, do something productive up here, and get home on the late side tomorrow. Okay? That's the game plan. So good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please give us a big like, comment below, share with your friends, and of course, please subscribe. Good night, everybody. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. See you on the next one. I'm coming to you today from Meacham Lake Public Campground and Day Use Area. It's part of the Department of Environmental Conservation Campgrounds. Good morning, everybody. It is just 6:15 a.m. on day 3. And if you notice, it's quiet time and I am talking as loud as can be. I'm the only person on this side of the campground, so I'm not too worried about disturbing anybody. Here on day 3, we've got some thick clouds in the morning, and they are calling for some showers. So the plan today is to get as much packed up before the rain starts as I can, and then we're going to hang out, see if we can spend some more time taking photographs here at the campground before we get on the road and head to home before the weather gets real bad. Tomorrow, big storms coming in, heavy wind, lots of rain, heavy rain. I'm just noticing on this mountain right in front of me, the whole time I've been here, I've been able to see the mountain, even when it was cloudy. But now these clouds are lower and they're actually covering the top of the mountain. So that might be a sign of the storms coming. So they're calling for rain this morning. So my game right now is to get ready, which I am. Get all the interior stuff packed up and packed into the truck, and then leaving me with the 3 tents, well, the 2 pop-ups in my tent to put away. Get all this little stuff cleaned up. I've already got the coffee on and the Danish is ready. I think we might be getting there. We are just going through little things, getting them closer to their homes. Inside here, this light seems to have had it. Alright, so inside here I'm going to take apart the bed first, put away all the bedding. Underneath there is all the the bags for the tables and the tents and the sleeping gear. Everything is under there, so I like to put that away first, and that opens up the room. Then I'll put away these tables, pack up my bags, get this place emptied out. Alright, so that's the plan for the morning. We're going to have our cup of coffee while we break down. Still working breakfast. Fire burned down to ash last night. It's a great fire. I was up till after midnight. 6:17 a.m. on day 3. We are getting ready to hit the road. Well, we got the tents down before the rain came in, which is a real plus. If I get caught in the rain with the tents, that means I'm going to pack up wet, and when I get home I have to set everything back up again, wash and let it dry. So the truck is mostly packed except for what's on the table, which is going to go into the kitchen box. Mostly. Got to put away the rigging into the bucket. Going to pound down a cheese Danish. And, clean up, leave no trace. That's our update. It is 7 minutes to 8 o'clock. So we're doing well. We get all this packed up, clean up the site real nice, leave it as good as we found it. And then we're going to go down and check out the day use area. See what else this park has to offer except for campsites. I would have liked to have stayed the extra day, but I'm listening to the weather report, a little staticky, because there are some thunderstorms on the way, and you can hear them over the weather radio. You can hear the cracks of lightning off in the distance. So I'm glad I got the tents down. They're nice and dry. They're in the car. Now I just got to put away some of the small tchotchkes that are around camp, get everything in the car, get myself cleaned up, have a little breakfast, and then let's do some exploring today. And then we're heading back downstate, but there's no point in leaving early. If I leave early, I get caught in traffic and I get home late anyway, so I might as well leave late, get home late. It's a bargain. It's the right way to do it. Welcome to New York. You really have to think about your timing, or you're going to spend a lot of time in traffic. Okay, I'm going to take a little breather and then back to work. Okay, as per request, I'm checking out the shower house. Nice wood paneling, concrete floor, typical flush toilets, and showers. Very nice. That's the men's shower house. An electric car charging station right by the shower house. Very nice. A little basketball hoop. Okay. This is part of the day use area. See all the rental boats by the water's edge. That's a good thing. Love the owls to scare away the birds. And recyclables go over here. This is the dump station. Don't drink that water. Picnic area, bathing beach, and parking area. Okay, these are the bathhouses at the beach. Very quiet here today. A lot of parking. Let's go check out the pavilion. A bit windy down here by the water. Nice pavilion. Beautiful view of the lake. Little playground for the kids. Beautiful trees. Now, in order to be compliant to have swimming area without lifeguards, you need certain things available. And this is it. Rescue equipment, whistle. I wouldn't look in here, probably first aid. No dogs. Hey, the beach is freshly combed. Very, very nice beach. A wonderful place to come in the summertime. Let's take a stroll. Let's see, it is 2 minutes after 9 a.m. My camp is all packed up. I'm leaving a day early because there's some weather coming in tomorrow, and we may get showers today, so I decided that I'd break down the tents early and get on the road. So we're just having a good look at the day use areas, and then we're going to hit the road. Maybe we'll see a few things along the ride, possibly. Something interesting pops up. Some nice ADA compliant day use sites, access to wheelchairs. Fantastic job, DEC. You guys are amazing. Hey, the picnic area just continues down as far as the eye can see. I don't think I'm going to go much further. There is another pavilion down there. Beautiful flowers growing, wildflowers growing along the lake. Okay, that is the day use area at Meacham Lake. If you're enjoying the tour of Meacham Lake, please give us a big thumbs up, comment below, share with your friends, and of course, please subscribe. It helps the channel to help more people find good places at good prices to take your family on a vacation. 20 bucks a day, guys. You can't go wrong. Even a cheap hotel up here is going to be $150 a night. So, yeah, get your camping gear together. Go spend a couple $100 on camping gear. That's one night in a hotel. Hey, look at this. The good Lord has seen fit to give me a $5. Wow. Oh, thank you. I like $5 bills. It's a good currency with Abe Lincoln on it. I hope the individual who lost it doesn't need it too much. Well, I'll donate it. Why not? Well, $5 richer, as I'm talking about how inexpensive camping is at DEC campgrounds. Of course, you're on your own. You have to fend for yourself, you know, cook for yourself and clean for yourself, but you know, it's good for you. I got some fantastic exercise. I must have walked 5 or 6 hours yesterday doing the site tour. Breaking down this morning was quite an aerobic activity. Alright, we're gonna hit the road. Make some time. I've got over 300 and change miles before I get back home. It's 9:05 now. I could technically beat the traffic today if I make good time coming down, so wish me luck. From beautiful Meacham Lake Campground in Duane, New York, in the county of Franklin. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye for now. We'll see you on the next one. Boy, I've got some good comments for this campground. One of the nicest ones I've seen. Is where we are on the map. Not where the dead bug is. We're over here. And look at this. I believe in this wholeheartedly. They've been voted the best camping experience for a large campground. And if I get a chance to vote for them, I certainly would. And 2024, they won. Outstanding. Well deserved. Well deserved. We're here at the check-in booth. Getting ready to leave. We got ourselves a phone booth. There's no phone in it. Okay, that's the entrance to Meacham Lake DEC Campground in Duane, New York, in the county of Franklin. Don't you just love to see Old Glory flying in the breeze? It is beautiful. God bless America, everyone.